Hello and welcome to another Valley Forged. Something I learned early on, at least I had a Silhouette. So Silhouette, Cricut, those machines that cut out cards and things like that and stickers and whatnot. And what I learned pretty quickly is that a laser does most of those things better than a Cricut or Silhouette, in my opinion. And, making greeting cards is such an easy process on a laser compared to doing it on one of those machines. That's one of the great uses. Say you've got a 5.5 watt diode or 10 watt or 20 watt or even a K40. It's a really great use for those machines to make greeting cards. And you'd be surprised how easy it is. Now, you don't have to just look for laser cut files. Say if you want to get something already made and you don't want to have to design it, you just, like, for example, Etsy, greeting card Cricut. And you'll see so many different ones that you can make. And what you can do is download these. I like to work with SVGs, of course. That's my favorite. And I do use Lightburn. Now, if you use CorelDRAW or some other softwares, this is still completely doable. I just happen to use Lightburn. I think it's the best software to use with lasers and very much worth the price. So I wanted to make a Christmas card. So I went ahead and I purchased this one. And you can go on Etsy and find this one yourself. I got it on sale for $3, right? The price, less than the price of the card these days, that's for sure. But I want to say, don't expect that you're going to make a single card for less money than it would cost to make, because you download this. And then cardstock is not cheap. So if you're going to make several of them, or you just want to be able to do it yourself and have a card that you made yourself that looks very professional, then this is a better way to go for you. And once you learn how to do it, the sky's the limit. You never need to pay for a card again, and they'll always be personalized and they'll always be cool. So here is, again, you can look through all of these, and whichever one kind of looks best to you, you grab that. And if it is SVG for Cricut or whatever, what I like to do is go in and separate all of the layers. So what happens with a file when you download it, all of those layers are going to be together. And you see up here you have group selection and ungroup selection. So what I like to do is ungroup everything one at a time because you don't want to ungroup all, every single little bit here. But the parts that you want to ungroup, you select them together. You can hold Shift and select several things at once if you want those to be on the same layer, or you could just drag across them, select them all, and then you just hit group layer for those individual layers. Once you've got that, well, actually, when you're doing that, you select a different color for each layer. So you see up here in the upper right, I have a different color for each layer. This way, I can turn them off in the output. And then I only have to print out, on the laser, I cut out what I want one at a time, and then I put it together. So far, I've done that for many layered projects, and now I'm doing it for greeting cards, and it works really well. And you can keep it all in one file and all together and easily change what you're working on, the speed, the power, and everything. Now, you may be tempted to, hey, I'm cutting out this tree and I'm also cutting out the rest of this card. I'm going to keep it all one color. But are you all cutting it out of the same piece of cardstock? If not, you might want to keep the colors separate. So as you can see, I sent this over to my LaserMaster 3. It cut it with ease, of course, and it's beautiful. And it took me really almost no time. And I think it came out really nice. I'm happy to give this card away. Of course, I'm not going to show you what I put in the inside because that's personal. But you can just use your printer, cut out anything you want. You can make it all up yourself, whatever you want to do. And I think if you've ever tried to do this on a Cricut or a Silhouette, they use a matte system, and it gets stuck all over the mat. It's just a nightmare. You have to specifically make your machine to be able to do it. Whereas a laser, man, if you get the settings right for this thing, you can knock out cards all day long very quickly. And I'm getting no burn marks. So it's all cut out. And I take it and just start gluing it. You know, you got your individual pieces. I think everybody knows. You just glue the layers together. Happen to be using super glue. Having a wide variety of glues is kind of nice when you're doing this sort of work. Some of them bleed through. And so you're going to have to maybe even practice on some scratch paper. This super glue gel seems to work really well for me, especially on this like glitter cardstock, because it does give you a little time. You know, if you put it on there and all of a sudden it just didn't fit right, or you put the wrong layer on, like I did one time here, you can, you know, peel it apart. And it's not like typical super glue where it's just stuck there forever and you're done. You got to start over again. So I was very thankful that I used the gel here. But it all came together really nice. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. And I just used some different kind of cardstock for the paper and used a printer. I have a Epson Echo Tank, which I highly recommend when you're doing this sort of stuff, because it doesn't use those tiny little refillable, things where you're out of ink all the time. I have yet to have to replace the ink in mine. A lot of people use them for sublimation. I just decided to keep mine as regular, but the Echo Tank's definitely a way to go. Printed out countless things and they look really nice. So here it is outside, because the color was pretty bad in here. As you can see it, in all its glory with the Baby Yoda. And let me know if you have any questions about that. Have you made cards and it not worked out well for you? Is it a new idea to you? Are you glad you found it? I'd love to hear more about it. So far, I am very, very, very happy with the laser and the way that it does these things. So I will see you in the next one.